Okay, next up we go around the world where we look at China's footprint on the globe. We're going to start with the Hong Kong liberal newspaper, the South China Morning Post. And ownership of the Diaoyu Islands may be a topic generating heated dispute between China and Japan. But Chinese gamers will soon be able to settle the score for themselves and reclaim the territory, at least in a virtual sense. The Chinese military-themed computer game Glorious Mission Online will release an update on August the 1st featuring new content focused around the Diaoyu Islands. Players will be able to fight against Japanese opponents on islands maps, and the updates will also usher in new weapons, character outfits, and the chance to battle on the Liaoning, the first aircraft carrier commissioned for the People's Liberation Army. Well, screenshots of the upcoming content were released to mixed reactions on July the 22nd, while several gamers on China's Sina Weibo social network expressed their interest at seeing the Liaoning's inclusion in the game. Others felt that creating an entire scenario about a war for the Diaoyu Islands was inappropriate. One wrote, "The issue of defending the islands is not a game. We shouldn't fantasize about this sort of thing." Another common sentiment online was that Glorious Mission, originally sponsored partly by the People's Liberation Army as a virtual simulator to train soldiers, was hopping on the Kangri, or anti-Japanese bandwagon, a term that refers to a recent influx of Chinese dramas and movies that almost always feature Japanese characters as antagonists. A previous update to Glorious Mission Online had players fighting the Japanese army. This is not the first time Glorious Mission Online has offered its own take on anti-Japanese subject matter. One of the game's previous updates, an expansion called The Chinese Dream, dropped players in the midst of a 1937-themed environment where they could fight against a flood of attacks from Japanese invaders. Patriotic Chinese games like Glorious Mission have their equivalent in the international market, where similar titles starring American or European protagonists, particularly the Call of Duty series, enjoy massive popularity. Nor is the game the first to be sponsored by a country's military. The United States Army has been releasing a series entitled America's Army since 2002. Unlike Call of Duty or America's Army, however, patriotic games in China face an uphill battle. Despite their nationalistic themes, they aren't especially popular. The most popular game in China is the League of Legends, an American-developed fantasy title, and only 3 military-themed games, none of which were particularly patriotic, made the top 10. Glorious Mission Online is ranked only 47 in the world. Well, you know, wars these days are being fought online, they say, in many different ways, these online scenarios. It's be interesting to see, though, how they affect people's psyche and whether they do lead to antagonism against certain nations. Let's hope not.